what the heck? Already? Okay, that's good. Okay, let's do this. This is gonna be a strong one. Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. How are you guys doing? I'm doing great. So yeah, look, this is literally just a very random discussion on just why this is just going to be a very, I wouldn't say short lah. Let's just see how long this goes. But I just want to talk about something, and doing a video on this because I don't really have the energy, and the power to do a proper video on this. But I just want to do something. I just want to talk about this for some reason because hold on, wait. Let me just see if the audio is working. Wait, yep. Okay, yeah, it's working. Alright, so hi everyone. Again, welcome to the stream. I can't talk really loud because it's currently night and obviously for obvious reasons. How are you guys doing? If there's anyone watching, is there anyone watching? Let's see. Let me just adjust the camera. Okay, great. So how are you guys doing? Yeah, again, this is a pretty. Oh, sorry. This is going to be quite a short discussion. You know, because because this all originated from a single thought that Marvel is going to premiere their new series Echo tomorrow. The series about Kingpin and Daredevil fight. No, not Daredevil. Kingpin and Maya Lopez fighting each other. Yeah, and that single thought kind of led me to thinking, oh, Marvel's releasing a new series tomorrow. So, but what does that have to do with anything they're talking about tonight? So, yeah, here's the thing. It just occurred to me, like it really just did occur to me that Marvel is going to release a quite a big budget show tomorrow. And so with that, I kind of start to wonder just what's in future, what's in store for Marvel Studios, like after Echo, because Kevin Feige did already unveil the entire Marvel movie and TV slate like way back in Comic Con 2022. But until as of right now, the movie part is almost done. The movie part is well organized, but the TV part, however, that's where things start to get really messy because from the if hold on, if I've not been if I'm not mistaken, there are like various TV shows. Oops, sorry. Right. There were like a lot of TV shows getting announced at the event, and I remember there was, I mean, we had Agatha Darkhold Diaries being announced at Comic Con. We had Daredevil Born Again, which was the standout announcement of the TV slate. And we had what else? We had a lot lah. We had a lot of TV shows and movies, especially getting announced at that time. Movies, I don't really mind about the movie part because, as we know, the movie part of Marvel Studios is what drives just slate, right? So even if it's good or bad, it's not like in limbo. Not unlike the TV part. The TV part it's mostly basically already like confirmed. They're already like releasing. Okay, for Marvel Studios, for the movie part, we are already okay certain that okay, no matter if it's bullshit or no matter if it's good or bad, we're going to release the movie as is. But for the TV shows, however, the TV shows is when create the people behind the shows just go and look at the shows in production and go like, why are we even announcing all this in advance? Like the state of the shows are quite uncertain. Not unlike not unlike the movies. The movies are already like well prepared in advance. They're already made like way before. So it's just like oh, hi Mister. It is evolving just backwards. Oh, hi Red. Welcome back to one of my streams. How have you been doing? Balls. Yeah, I know, right? So anyway, what was I saying again? How are you, Mr. Red? Good to see you again. So what was I saying? Yeah. So yeah, basically, unlike the movie part, the TV part is fairly uncertain. You know, TV shows nowadays tend to get cancelled a lot. They make one season of a few episodes, and the next thing you know, oh, that TV show that you love, damn, it got cancelled. A lot of those movies and TV shows suffer the same fate. Netflix, Amazon, Apple TV, what else? A lot technically tend to get the axe because they don't seem to perform well, and that or that the creative people behind the show don't really know what they're doing. But it also just doesn't boil down to the creative people. The creative people may absolutely hold on, sorry. Let me rephrase that again. The creative people might not even be the ones to blame in this entire situation. They have a lot of ideas to continue the show. Let's say take Warrior Nun on Netflix. Warrior Nun is arguably, hold on, yeah, I haven't watched the show, but I did read about it. Warrior Nun was like one of the highest rated shows on Netflix until like creative executives just sort of, oh, let's cancel this shit for no reason. And it was like, what the hell? We literally scored you like one of the highest viewership rates on Netflix, right? One of the highest viewership rates on Netflix, and that you suddenly think that you're canceling us, you're kicking us off the air. What is this? Why exactly? Why? So yeah. But good thing, just a couple of months after they announced that they're being revived as a trilogy of movies, I think so. Good for them. But we cannot say the same for other TV shows out there. Shadow and Bone recently just got cancelled by Netflix, and I don't know. Oops, sorry. Shadow and Bone got cancelled by Netflix after 2 seasons. Like that was pretty popular. That was like what? That had a few weeks in Netflix's top 10. Yeah, it got still cancelled, by the way. So yeah, but the point I'm trying to say is that TV shows don't really last long. TV shows tend to get put in limbo than movies. Movies have a certain sense of movies tend to have a certain sense of how do you say, it's confirmed. Once a move, but it might also change. But technically, rather than TV shows, movies always have this sense of, oh, no matter, as long as we get the green light, that is, as long as you get the green light, we're good to go. So and it's also, and it also boils down to the fact that movies tend to, but it also depends on the movie lah. But movies also can depend on the resources. No, I'm sorry. What I'm trying to say is movies tend to take less time and resources in making a TV show, because like a normal TV show takes 8 to 10 episodes per season, while a movie only takes 2 hours of runtime. But it can also depend on the size of the movie. If you're making a big budget movie, The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, any other big Marvel Studios franchise or DC out there, you tend to spend like a lot of time making said movie. But when it comes to a TV show, you're making like 10-hour stuff, making 10-hour seasons. 1 hour, what if you're making, but if you but it's good if you're making half-hour long episodes, but if you're making, hold on, sorry, but if you're making hour long, hold on, wait, what's going on? Okay, but if you're making like hour long episodes, and let's say you have what, 8 to 10 episodes per season, you you spend you tend to allocate a lot of more time and resource into making sure that, this has to be done. You're practically like sacrificing a lot more effort, a lot more time, and a lot more manpower to finish the TV show. And but it's also good because I'd argue that I'd say that a TV show is worth more than a movie, but it might also depend, because I personally, for me lah, I like watching movies more than TV shows. I know why, but unless it's a TV show that I really like, I usually just tend to spend I would usually spend my time browsing the Netflix catalog for movies and TV shows. I just don't know why. But usually sometimes I'd also just I'd find good TV shows if there are, but most of the time I would actually hold on, wait a second. Sorry. Okay, anyway, where were we? That's to say that I would usually spend time finding movies than TV shows. Yeah, actually, but here's also a good one, a good time maybe for me to plug something. Not merch, but okay lah. The fact that I'm promoting this might make me sound like more of a I know what, I'm not gonna do it. Nah. So probably not a good idea. I actually have something that I want to I want to show that but on the other hand, it might make me seem like I'm kind of like very braggy and pretentious all of a sudden. So nah, screw that. Okay, but anyway, all right. Now let's move on to the next point. Now we're done talking about movies and TV shows. Oh, by the way, if you have any suggestion of a movie you want to hear me talk about, just leave them in the comments. We're talking about generally movies and TV shows here tonight. So if you have a movie you want me to review, if you want a TV show you want for me to review, I can't guarantee that the movie or TV show that you're gonna leave in the chat is one that I've seen. But if it is one that I've seen, then go for you. But just leave some suggestions in the comments. I'll try to talk about it if I can. Okay, but anyway, with that aside, now I want to talk about now I want to move on to the main point. Seeing as how I'm tying like Marvel and DC into the conversation, and with that I also like tied movies and TV shows into the conversation. But that's not actually what I want to talk about. The main thing I want to talk about is the long lasting the impact of these franchises. Marvel and DC. Okay, now I'm stuttering a lot. Now let's move on to the main point here. Marvel and DC have possibly the largest impact on the movie industry. When you think of the word blockbuster, you automatically, don't lie, you think about Marvel Studios or DC movies, right? If not, then you think about, or like alternatively, if you hear blockbusters, you think superhero movies, or what, Christopher Nolan movies, or what else, something of the sort. But yeah, but the main point here is that when people hear the term blockbuster, they would usually think, superhero movies. And what are superhero movies? Marvel movies and DC movies. So, and for a time, these movies were in their prime. And I'm talking like, from way back from the inception of the MCU and the DCEU until until today. They are still regarded as why the movie industry thrives, although you know, some movie experts think backwards. Like some people think that Marvel and DC are hurting the movie industry. Like, why are we even bothering? These are movies. These are meant for everyone, even including all of us. These are meant for us to enjoy. Why are we even talking shit on them? Sorry, I can't talk like that. I can't talk loud right now because my parents are sleeping. Sorry about that. Hold on, but wait. Yeah, but anyway. But okay. But yeah. A lot of what? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good question to Mr. Red. So what can they do to fix all this chaos? Now, which leads me to my next point. Hold on. I'm gonna get to that in a bit. But so basically, so yeah, the underlying problem here is that Marvel and DC, they are, how do you say this? Since they are like the heads of the movie industry, when people think of movies, they think of that. They think of superhero movies. They think of big budget movies. They think of that. So that leaves them with a responsibility to churn out as much content as possible. With but I'm not talking like just movies. They're literally churning out movies and TV shows at the same rate at the same time, which in turn leaves us, the audience members, with a sense of, damn, like, why is there so much stuff right now that the general, like, okay, it's fine if you're a diehard Marvel fan, I get that. But even we are people, man. We don't have time to catch up with all of this stuff, right? Okay, so now the problem is, now here's the problem. There's just too much stuff in these big name franchises that we can't possibly consume them all at once. Now I'm talking, okay. Now let me give some other examples. Not just Marvel and DC. I'm talking, what else? What other big name franchises are there? Marvel, DC. I keep talking about Marvel, DC, but I know there are some other stuff. Is Star Wars considered a big franchise? Okay lah, Star Wars. Okay lah, Marvel, DC, Star Wars. The Indian. Why we're talking Indiana Jones? Okay lah, Marvel, DC, and Star Wars. Okay, these are like the three big name franchises out there. Oh yeah, Fox. Hold on, wait. Okay, sorry. Fox. You mean the Marvel movies? X-Men. X-Men is Fox, eh? Is X-Men Fox, ah? Yeah, X-Men is Fox, I think. Okay lah. Yeah. These movies, but Fox is also like part of Marvel lah. But if you're talking specifically, Warner Bros. Warner Bros. Oh yeah, okay, Warner Bros. Yeah, okay, Marvel, DC, Star Wars, Lucasfilm, Harry Potter. Yeah, Harry Potter is one. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, it's also the companies, but these are the companies, but they also make like these other big name franchises. Yeah, Harry Potter is also Warner Brothers. Fox makes X-Men Fox technically makes the X-Men series. What else? Warner Bros makes Harry Potter, Game of Thrones. What else? Some other stuff I can't even remember. The Dark Knight is DC. Okay, but anyway, okay. So like these are like big name franchises, right? These are like big name franchises here. And there are a lot. There are a lot more. So, meaning to say that, okay, but oh yeah, Disney and DreamWorks. Yeah, thank you. Okay, Disney and DreamWorks. Yeah, okay, go on. Okay, yeah, Disney, but okay, yeah, Disney and DreamWorks. Okay, yeah. Since we're on the topic and okay lah. Now since Mr. Red here kindly suggested Disney and DreamWorks, now let's focus on, now let's boil down to the topic a bit more, let's just narrow down the scope a bit more and say that, okay, since like Disney is technically the largest entertainment company there is in the industry, right? Bro literally own like half of the movie studios. Disney, okay, if you don't know, Disney Disney now consists of, okay, obviously Disney, Pixar, Marvel Studios, Lucasfilm, 20th Century Fox, what else? Uh, National Geographic, yeah, that's also part of Disney. FX, you know, a lot of these stuff, a lot of other stuff. Disney is considered the biggest movie company to ever exist. So, so with that, since they are like the largest movie company there is, they're like literally they're putting a responsibility onto themselves to, you know, to keep producing as much content as possible to the audience, which, you know, that is obviously the main goal of it all, since they are really called the entertainment industry as we know it. But yeah, which leads me to my point that there are so many stuff for us to watch that we can't possibly consume all of it, especially in the context of, you know, with the rise of shared universes. I mean, it's normal. It's normal for, you know, an overabundance of content present here in this day and age. But but it's come to a problem, especially in the sense that you want people to keep watching your stuff, but at the same time you're forcing them to watch all your stuff. And in the sense that in a sense that you want them to keep returning back to your future projects, so you employ a certain technique, a certain storytelling technique that interconnects all these movies and TV shows that somehow and that could eventually become a mess. You get what I mean? So hold on, wait. Let me think of an example. Okay, let's go back to Marvel Studios again. Now, Marvel Studios was peak back in what, like from 2008 to 2019. Personally lah, I feel that way. Marvel Studios was at their peak for a decade straight until Avengers Endgame. Until Avengers Endgame, right? They were like the biggest studio, and no one could ever compete with that. No one. You know, even some of their way back in like what 2017, 2018, even their not so not even their not so tentpole movies, as we call it, tend to generate a brick ton of money. Ant-Man and the Wasp, right? Like when it was released back in 2018, it generated, I know, up to $1 billion, because that was on the heels of Avengers Infinity War. And you know, that was like the biggest movie in 2018 at that time. So even like even their smaller movies that aren't like Avengers movies, even then they could still like they okay, the point is that they still have a large audience back then. But obviously, you know, after Avengers Endgame, the multiverse saga ended, and you know, things start to go a bit more downhill from there. COVID happened, and you know, COVID happened, and we haven't had Marvel content in what, like a year or so, right? So because of that, Disney decided to re-strategize their content strategy, in that they want to produce TV shows that interconnect with their future movies, and so even build out a bigger and a larger universe, storytelling wise lah. They want to make a bigger universe. But then it all started out great. I mean, what's the first TV show released in 2021? WandaVision. WandaVision released. I like WandaVision, but I know I follow WandaVision, you know, and then came after apa ni? Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Then came Loki, and then came Loki, and then came what was after Loki? But then so yeah, that's Marvel. Okay, that's phase 4 of the MCU. And then came the movies, you know, Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals, Spider-Man No Way Home, Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness, and so on lah. But this is where things start to get a bit problematic. To understand, okay, let me give you a comparison. before, like in the Avengers Endgame age, you only have to ever watch the movies to understand the story, and you didn't even have to. But even to understand Avengers Endgame, you didn't even need to watch all the movies. You didn't even need to watch. You just need to watch Avengers Infinity War and like what Black Panther and Captain Marvel to get the story. And then you're actually pretty much all set for Avengers Endgame. You only need to watch like a couple of movies before that. Comparing with now, hold on, sorry. Yeah. Comparing with the age of Marvel in today, where like okay, take Doctor Strange 2, Doctor Strange the Multiverse of Madness. You literally had to watch WandaVision, um, WandaVision, Loki, Black Widow, uh, Eternals, Spider-Man No Way Home. Even like even for just one standalone movie, you have had to watch 2 different TV series and 2 different movies altogether. So like, doesn't that sound a bit like, too over for you? And get this, okay lah, but that's not all. Take the Marvels, which was just like released in this past November, right? Take the Marvels. The Marvels, not only did you have to watch like okay, Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, the Marvels is still like a safe example. I want to take like something that okay, Secret Invasion is nuts. For such a bad show, I hated Secret Invasion. I hated that show. For just a bad show lah kan. You need to have watched Captain America the Winter Soldier. Oops, sorry. Hey, chat disconnected. Hold on, sorry. Uh-oh. Hold on, sorry everyone. We have a bit of a problem. Wait. Okay. Sorry. The chat suddenly disconnected for a while, but that's fine. Okay. So anyway, hold on. To understand Secret Invasion, you need to have to watch Captain America 2, Captain America Civil War, Loki, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Captain Marvel, Avengers Endgame, obviously, and practically a lot more other movies that bridge the gap to Secret Invasion. Oh yeah, Spider-Man Far From Home. Even you have to watch several movies and TV shows to understand what the heck is going on in Secret Invasion. That is just nuts. I watched all of it, and even I still thought that. What about the public, man? What about like people who just stumble upon, they might be just scrolling through Disney Plus and they just have, oh, a new Marvel show, Secret Invasion, this looks cool. They even watched the first episode and didn't know what the heck is going on. Don't you feel like, a sense of pity for them? Like, this is the problem. This is the problem with Marvel right now, And this is exactly what I want to talk about. There are so much stuff that they keep on producing and releasing like on such a regular basis that they don't even care for the general audience anymore. I feel like they still wanna, they still want to attract new audience members in, but they're so knee deep into their into this new part of the MCU that they just don't have any care and sense for whatever the hell's happening in terms of the story, the coherence of the story, and also like the connection of it all. They just thought you have to head watch all these TV shows and movies that we laid out before you so that you can understand this one. Essentially, to like watch an upcoming Marvel project, I don't know if this is true, but I did hear that you literally have to watch every single thing from WandaVision at least all the way to the project that is coming before like whatever's releasing. So let's say, okay, For example, itulah like okay, what's the next Marvel project? Okay lah, not Echo. Um, come on. Why am I scrambling my head thinking of a Marvel movie? Let's say okay lah, let's say Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Okay lah kan. You need so basically you need to watch WandaVision in a sense. You need to have watched WandaVision until Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness to understand what the heck is happening in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. That just sounds a bit nuts, right? Exactly, but that's the way like Marvel is recommending you to watch all of this stuff. So yeah, that's exactly the problem with all of these, movies nowadays. Hold on, wait. That's literally what's happening, Wait. Yeah, that's literally what's wrong with the movie industry nowadays. And I'm not just talking about Marvel stuff. The same thing is also happening to DC. So but I'm also glad that James Gunn is rebooting the DC universe as we speak. Even though DC technically doesn't have any TV shows yet, but still already the movie part is such a jumbled mess that I'm glad, that I'm kind of glad James Gunn is kind of like there to recalibrate everything. I haven't even watched Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. I don't even plan to watch it. I haven't even watched The Flash. Yeah, I haven't even watched The Flash. The last DC movie I did watch was still on on TV. I watched Blue Beetle the other day. That was fine, but still like it also then occurred to me that why is a movie like Blue Beetle so much faring much more well than what is supposed to be the big end for the DCEU. Okay, Aquaman 2 is marketed as the end of the DC universe, right? The original DC universe before it is being rebooted, that is. But why is Blue Beetle getting much better reception than like the end to a universe? Why is that happening? Like DC and Marvel has fell down. DC and Marvel has gone downhill in a way, but I still have hope. They're releasing Echo tomorrow. I'm kind of excited for that. Marvel, and it's a Marvel project, not a DC one. Okay, but look, even Echo lah kan. As much as I'm excited for Echo, you still need to have to watch Hawkeye and Daredevil at least. And I'm not talking. And look, Daredevil isn't even an MCU project, though it is now considered MCU canon. But you need to have watched 3 seasons of Daredevil to understand the plot of Echo at least. And the Hawkeye show. I didn't even enjoy Hawkeye. What? I mean, like, okay. I don't even remember what happened in Hawkeye. I forgot anything. I forgot that. I just remember the Christmas battle with Yelena Belova. That's it. From the Florence Pugh's character. And I totally forgot anything else that's been going on in Hawkeye. But though, which I'm also glad that Marvel Spotlight is currently being made. Marvel Spotlight, so Marvel Spotlight is actually basically this kind of platform that tells you that Marvel Studios is making to indicate that you don't need to watch anything in the MCU to understand the movie or TV show you're watching, which is good, and they're debuting Echo as the first show for Marvel Spotlight, which is good. Though I still personally think that you need to have watched Daredevil and Hawkeye to understand what's going on in Echo, because you might be going in, if you want to watch Echo completely blind, I mean, it's in the Marvel Spotlight beta, so I assume it's fine, but you might feel lost. Like, you don't know who these characters are, you don't know who's Kingpin, you don't know who's Daredevil. The moment they show up on screen, you're like, who is this? Like while people are cheering beside you, oh my god, it's Matt Murdock, he's fighting this and that, like you're lost, like who? Matt Murdock, huh? Like, yeah, you get that feeling. And so yeah, that's basically like that's it's jumbled lah, in a sense. It's jumbled in a way that even you don't even know how to organize it yourselves in such a way that you can enjoy it as it is. I mean, the term the term enjoying something as it is rarely heard even in this day and age. Almost everything, especially big budget productions, almost everything needs to be linked to a prequel, a sequel, a remake, or everything. And you know, aside from independent movies, you don't get to hear the term enjoying it as it is. You need to have like prior knowledge of something before you go in a big budget movie nowadays. It's tula. I mean, it's not sad, but I mean it's like it's a bit frustrating, ah. So yeah, that's the state of Marvel and DC. And now, I also want to relate that to another franchise, Star Wars. So yeah, okay. Now, hold on, wait. Before I proceed. Okay, but anyway, to the chat, do you have any movies, if there's anyone in the chat though, do you have any movies or TV shows you want to see me talk about? Because I'm assuming that you might be bored. So if you have, so before I continue, you know, as a small break, doesn't have to be a franchise or anything. If you have a movie or a TV show you want to see me talk about, it can even be a non-popular TV. Yeah, exactly. True, right? Money over creativity. Yes, this is exactly also what's happening. It's because of this, you know, quantity over quality. Yeah. They want to churn out most of they want to churn out profits rather than, you know, getting, you know, good ratings and whatnot. Like, they are so, I don't know what's with, you know, what's with movies and the way they're made, but they're more about making more profits through tickets rather than, you know, giving meaning to the audience. That's exactly right. Yeah, money over creativity. Yeah, that's right. So okay, but yeah, it's also because of this. Yeah, it's also because of this problem right here. You know, we don't even know what's commercial and what's art nowadays when it comes to, you know, the things we watch, because obviously superhero movies are commercial since they appeal to the general public, but they also can be art. But you know, filmmakers underutilize this. They don't see how the potential that they don't really see how superhero movies can also be art, but they keep seeing it as something commercial, and they don't really, and they just use whatever, you know, the same formula over and over and over again just to maximize profits. That's it. They don't, unlike, you know, like take Todd Phillips' Joker, you know, starring Joaquin Phoenix. I'd say, you know, that's kind of how you should make a big budget property and make it your own. Oh wait, okay, now that I said that, take okay. I recently rewatched Star Wars The Last Jedi. Look, I was one of the, okay, I just rewatched The Last Jedi recently. When it first came out, I was one of the people that didn't like it, that didn't really like it. I mean, I was fine with, you know, I was fine with the movie. Yet, after rewatching it recently, I just thought, there's actually like, this might actually be the last good Star Wars movie. Because what followed 2 years after, Rise of Skywalker was fucking trash. So like, okay, you get what I mean, right? You get what I mean. So it's also to say that, you know, there's a certain aspect of personality that you can see in The Last Jedi that's actually not commercial. Hold on, right? Yeah, the Star Wars reboot. Is there a Star Wars reboot? Oh, you mean the the TV series, is it? But yeah, Star Wars reboot. Okay, so now I want to talk about this. You know, I personally after rewatching it recently, I do feel like The Last Jedi is actually a good movie. I still get why it's hated. I still like understand why it's hated on. And there are still, even after rewatching it, there are still some aspects of the movie I don't really like. But still, I appreciated it more than I remember watching it in cinemas a couple of years ago. Unlike, but there's a sense of care and love put towards the movie that it makes you respect it makes you respect the decisions that are made in the movie, that in turn makes you feel like, oh, someone that someone put love and care, someone put personal care towards this big budget project, of someone towards this pre-existing big budget project that they didn't even have to, yet they did. And you tend to appreciate that effort a bit more, rather than Rise of Skywalker. Okay, Rise of Skywalker is everything wrong with Star Wars nowadays. It literally retconned the plot of The Last Jedi. Somehow Rey has force lightning that she didn't even know it. Okay, yeah, this is the dumb part. This is the dumbest part of Rise of Skywalker. They fly now. But you can see like the dumbest part is how Palpatine returned from the dead all of a sudden. Rey is a freaking Palpatine. How the hell did that happen? Yeah, think of that. Think on that for a second. Rey is a... Oh, even just saying that makes me so mad. How the hell is Rey a Palpatine? Huh? The family tree doesn't even make sense. Then yeah. Yeah, exactly. Finn should have been the Jedi. Finn should have been a goddamn hero to the trilogy. Yet, what the fudge? Why is Rey suddenly like, okay lah, I also get, I still get the argument that, Finn or Rey should have been the Jedi hero. I also do think it's supposed to be Finn, but okay lah, I still respect Rey, but I don't like her character development at all. Save for the fact that they retconned the plot of The Last Jedi, like, and save the plot that they retconned episode 8. But but like, what the heck? Palpatine. Yeah. They be woke, girls power. Yeah, that's true lah. That's true. I mean, yeah, hashtag girl power. Yeah, somehow like, Rey turned out to be the hero of them all. Am I right? Though I'm not being like, I'm not being sexist or anything, but come on, man, it should have been Finn. And plus the fact that it's more evident after the fact that, just how trash Rey's plot is. It's supposed to support the fact that, Finn is supposed to be the Jedi that the trilogy deserves. Not Rey. It still sounds dumb. Rey's a Palpatine. Oh my god, man. Yeah, I mean, oh gosh. But yeah, so yeah, so that's why I'm saying that's why I keep repeating myself. The Last Jedi might actually be the last good Star Wars movie. I'm straight up pretending like Rise of Skywalker might not even exist at this point, okay? Oh gosh. Think of the plot points that they made in that movie, man. Oh, yeah, aside from the Rey Palpatine, yeah. And also leading to the fact that remember the scene that, Rey suddenly shoots force lightning out of her hands when when she's trying to control the ship or whatever. She's being pursued by Kylo Ren, and then like she's trying to control the ship. She's trying to control Kylo's ship that has Chewbacca in it with her mind, and suddenly out of nowhere she just churns out force lightning. What even is that plot point, man? What even was that? I'm never gonna defend Rise of Skywalker. That's just dumb. That's just dumb. See what I'm talking about? Good thing, okay lah, good thing Disney might have redeemed itself with Andor. The Mandalorian was good. Obi-Wan Kenobi was good. Though Andor might have been might really be the show to redeem Disney out of the the illness of the sequel trilogy. I mean, the Mandalorian season 1 was peak though. Okay, yeah, since we're here, I want to talk about the Mandalorian. I haven't even finished season 3 of the Mandalorian. No, I haven't even finished season 3 of the Mandalorian. Hold on, wait. I just thought. Oh wait. Oh, no! Hold on, everyone. Right back. Uh-oh. Wait. Hold on now. Ah, good, okay. Sorry, everyone. No, I just thought that the stream was anything. Hold on. I'll be right back. Sorry, no, what? Okay, anyway, what I was talking about, so yeah. It's just dumb. It's straight up dumb. Like, what the heck? Yeah. Again, I'm never defending Rise of Skywalker. No, that movie is just dumb. That could possibly be the dumbest ending to a series I could ever have imagined. I'm still a Star Wars fan, by the way. But yeah. Oh yeah, I was talking about the Mandalorian. That's right. Okay, yeah. Again, I haven't finished season 3 of the Mandalorian. I finished season 1 and 2. Seasons 1 and 2 were great, but there's just something about season 3 that lacked whatever seasons 1 and 2 had for some reason. So I just didn't finish it. I don't know when. Yeah, somehow Palpatine is back. Exactly. Yeah, that was post-line again. Oh yeah, no, somehow Palpatine returned. Dumb shit, man. Oh my god. Yeah, again, Rise of Skywalker is a dumb movie, I might still defend The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, but Rise of Skywalker totally lost all respect for me. Sorry, J.J. Abrams. Okay, I'm not dissing the entire Star Wars saga as a whole just because of Rise of Skywalker, no. Obviously, whatever Rise of Skywalker did doesn't really deserve to tarnish the impact of the entire, Skywalker saga that came before it. But still though, on its own, yeah, it deserves to be trashed. Say what you want, am I right? Oh damn, okay, I only have about 10 minutes before I go. But okay, anyway. Okay, now one last thing to talk about before I end my stream. Okay. Yeah, I want to talk about the Star Wars TV shows. I haven't seen Ahsoka, mind you. Yeah, I should plan to watch that actually. But I want to talk about Obi-Wan Kenobi and Andor. These two shows are just awesome. But Andor is somehow better than Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now here's why. I did talk about this in my Star Wars video a couple months ago. You can check it. You can check that out if you want to. I said that Andor should be the blueprint for a lot of Star Wars movies and shows going forward because obviously there's just something different about how they executed Andor's pacing and the whole story of it, that it just felt so much more different than what we normally see. We normally see Jedi and Sith Lords fighting, lightsaber duels. I mean, that is basically what makes Star Wars obviously. But we have yet to see a side of Star Wars that is so human, so mature, and so it actually, how do I say this? Yeah, it's not Star Wars in a way, but yet it's still Star Wars. You get what I mean? And Andor actually digs up that side of Star Wars. Andor and it successfully does that. It does so in a way that doesn't really lose sight of the source material that it's based on, and yet it crafts something new, thrilling, riveting, and just all out great. I freaking loved the first season of Andor. Can't wait for season 2. Though I heard it's coming out sometime in 2025. That's like a year away. So yeah, basically leading back to my point that say that Andor should be the blueprint of a lot of Star Wars movies and shows going forward. Now I'm not saying that it should be changed entirely. Again, these lightsaber duels, these Jedi versus the dark side things are basically what makes Star Wars. Star Wars, Order 66, the Clone Wars, basically everything. Um, the Empire, the Rebels, the Resistance. This is all core Star Wars DNA. You can't have Star Wars without this stuff. But what I'm saying is that, there should be a bit of a change in Star Wars movies and shows going forward. I want to see a more human side of Star Wars. Like, I think after 9 movies of seeing, Force Ghosts and all this stuff, I think you've had enough, right, of these. I think you've had enough of, Luke and Leia and Han Solo, bounty hunters, smugglers, Jabba the Hutt. You've had, I think we've had enough cantina scenes for once. Oh wait, no, I want more cantina scenes. Bring me back those scenes. I love those. But yeah, what I'm saying is that you still can do those Jedi movie. Come on, Jedi is essential. Star Wars is what makes Star Wars Star Wars. But look, I want to I want to see more again. I want to see a more human side of Star Wars, kind of like Rogue One and obviously Andor. I want to see more of these gritty tales that just doesn't feel as elevated in the original movies. Get what I mean? Yeah, that's exactly what I want to see. I want to see more of, Cassian Andor. I want to see more of, Saw Gerrera. I want to see more of, Jyn Erso's character stuff. I want to see more of that. I want to see more of, the more human rebel spies, the resistance, the rebels. I want to see more of that. I mean, we obviously do have a whole TV show based on Star Wars Rebels, and we even have a semi-sequel to the show called Ahsoka. It's like I'm promoting it now, aren't I? But yeah, basically, I want to see keep doing more of that. I mean, obviously, again, as I've said a couple of times now, we need to still have the mainline story going on, but make the underlying story that's below it as equally important as the main saga. Then you have you can have a franchise that will last decades, Done right, okay? Done right. Star Wars can outlive Marvel or DC. Yeah, exactly. Done right, because yeah, Star Wars has a lot of stuff now this might be an unpopular opinion. Star Wars has a lot of stuff that they can make up on the spot because it's such a vast universe. It's a whole galaxy of stuff to explore. Marvel or DC does have tons of things to explore, but in the end they're just superheroes, right? Well, Star Wars, you have the elevated side of it, which is the Jedi, the Sith Lords, and the mainline story going on. But you also have the middle to the lower saga, which you can intersect between. You can interchange between in the stories. You can basically make just civilian stories, or you can make civilian stories that somehow intersect with the main story going forward. You can basically make a lot of stuff. I know what I'm saying doesn't make sense, but that's basically what you can do with Star Wars. You can do a lot of stuff. You can do a lot of movies, TV shows, games even. Like I'm playing Jedi Survivor right now. I'm playing Jedi Survivor. It's amazing what they did. Yeah, let me just talk about Survivor and Fallen Order for a second. Fallen Order was one of my favorite games ever to play on the PS4. I loved how they integrated the story of Cal Kestis and Darth Vader. Oops, spoilers, but come on, it's a 4-year-old game, right? Hold on, wait. But it's basically that, you know. I want to see more of that. I want to see more of these stories happening in the Star Wars world. Like, I think we've had enough of Skywalkers and Sith Lords for now. Come on, let's focus more on the real people, shall we? So yeah, which leads me to saying, okay, one last thing before I end my stream. Obi-Wan Kenobi. what am I about to say might actually dispute what I said, like what I rambled on earlier, but still I want to say this. Okay. Now see, Obi-Wan Kenobi is a show that I kinda have mixed opinions with. I still liked it. I liked it a lot. Though I didn't love it as Andor, I still liked it a lot. Yet I only felt like because it was defined by the end of the show, not the beginning. The beginning was weak. I liked how they introduced the return of Ben Kenobi and such, but ultimately I felt like the show is only defined by how great it is because of how it all wrapped up. While the beginning again, yeah, is weak, and it doesn't, and it's there's a sense of inconsistency between what happened in between, somehow why are they even Inquisitors there in the first place, or to capture Princess Leia? Why are they even why a lot of stuff? Why? So yeah, but it's also another show that kind of actually does it blends well between the people part of Star Wars and also the main story part of Star Wars. I like that. Yeah. I don't know if The Mandalorian counts as a show that blends between the two, but I think it is. No, I mean no. I mean it's even more than what. It's on a higher class than Andor, but still lower than the main Skywalker saga. But damn, talking about Star Wars makes me suddenly miss watching a Star Wars movie in cinemas all of a sudden. Look, okay, now I want to stop. Now let's quit the reviews. I want to talk about I suddenly feel the need to talk about the feeling I had watching The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi in cinemas. I remember watching The Force Awakens opening night in 2015. Malaysia, it opened 17 December 2015. I watched it at Surya Sabah with my brother. Damn, that was cool. And then I watched it again because it was in the holidays. I watched The Force Awakens 3 times in cinemas. I watched it first on opening night, then I watched it again in KL Central, watched it in THX, watched it in the Dolby Atmos Theatre, then I watched the third time, I watched it with my auntie dekat KLCC. No, I watched it in IMAX, I'm not sure, but yeah. And then I watched the Last Jedi twice. I watched once at Surya Sabah with my father. Oh, you know, yeah, betul lah. I watched The Last Jedi with my dad and with my brother kat Surya Sabah, and then I watched it the second time right after I sent my brother back to KL. We watched it a second time at Magu with my mom and dad. And then The Rise of Skywalker, we only watched it once. See exactly. Look, okay. My whole family, we are pretty huge Star Wars fans, right? We have the DVD box set of 6 movies, somewhere in the storeroom. We have from episodes 1 to 6, we have the Phantom Menace, we have Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, A New Hope, the whole DVD collection somewhere in our storeroom. That was actually my first experience watching those movies. We watched it on DVD. And then we watched episode 7 to 9 in cinemas, as well as Rogue One and Solo. So yeah, we really are actually huge Star Wars fans. But so the fact that we only watched Rise of Skywalker once says a lot about, you know, kind of how, like, bad the movie is. I'm not saying it's like I'm not saying we're like, but you know, yeah, ultimately it is bad. So yeah. Damn, I'm straying off topic so much right now, aren't I? God damn it. Okay. Okay lah, so well then I think that's all for tonight. Thank you so much to Red and anyone else if you tuned into this stream. I'm stuttering a lot tonight for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm tired. I know the stuttering this tiredness lead to stuttering. I know, but yeah. Okay. Thank you so much to Red and everyone else for tuning into the stream. Yo, thank you so much for watching. So we talked a lot in and it's even an hour. We talked, you know, from, you know, general state of movies to somehow Star Wars commentary all of a sudden. Am I right? Yeah. Okay, so thank you so much for watching the stream, everyone. I hope you have a good night. And so yeah, thank you so much. I'll see you when I see you again. All right, peace out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you whenever I'll see you. Right then, bye bye. Good night.